So hey everybody, I'm gonna try something a little bit new. Um, I played around before with the live streaming, and it's interesting. Had some people who liked it. Um, Unfortunately, I don't quite have the setup to do it. As you noticed, that the webcam I was using was my phone, and quite choppy. Had a lot of complaints that the image was not clear. Some people thought it was on their end, uh, all on my end. And I also cannot capture audio in real time. I don't have a microphone. I usually use my phone, um, which is quite decent if you don't have a microphone. But I haven't found a way to stream directly from my phone, audio and video. It's a Windows phone, so there's not a lot of apps for it. So I'm gonna try this. There's a game I've been trying to play for a while. This is Secret of Mana 2, also known as Seiken Densetsu 3. Um, it's part of the I guess what was called the Final Fantasy Adventure series. Um, I haven't played any other game in the series except for Secret of Mana 2 when I was younger, as a child. Absolutely one of my favorite games. And I've been meaning to play this for a while, and every time I want to do it, I don't. I try to figure out. I always fit other things in, and it doesn't happen. Um, so what can I say? I mean, it's I played through the second one, and I remember the story being so involving, the design being incredible. I mean, if you look at this for the SNES, it was something unmatched, with lengthy cutscenes, visually spectacular, very well done. Um, Actually, I need to pause for a second because I don't have my controller set up, so we will just... Actually, I'll wait until the scene is over. So, like, I've never done this before, play a game, talk, and whatnot. I'm kind of just trying to fill in gaps in my content and trying to create more content. Um, just because I guess that's what you're supposed to do on YouTube. And it's a way of me actually having a way to actually play this game. Now, I'll go ahead and set the controller up now, so I'll pause for a second. Okay, so I've got the controller set up and I can play. I've started this game a few times, but I've never played more than probably half an hour. It's a really nice game, at least from what I've seen. They've got this deal where you choose your first three main characters, and it affects the story in a sort of way, in a different dynamic. And honestly, I probably need an instruction manual to get a better visual idea of what these guys look like, because it's a little bit overly pixelated. But yeah, I'll play as this guy. I gotta, yeah, wrong button. Push that. And for the sake of gameplay, in this video, we will call this guy Gizmo. So, yeah, okay, how does this work? No? Okay, yeah. And because it's not a QWERTY keyboard, so it gets a little bit difficult to navigate. Gizmo. And then, yeah, and we will name her Hungry. Okay, and there we go. And last, yeah, we'll pick her. Magician, Angela. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, you know, I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't said. You know, if you prefer just the gameplay without the speech, you know, just leave a hint. You know, I am focused on the game while I'm speaking, so if my speech is a bit choppy, you know why. First time I've done this thing, so at least this gameplay thing. So just steal that. Now, this game was never released outside of Japan, as far as I know. This has been a fan translation. I believe it came out a little bit too late in the life of the system, and I remember hearing it didn't actually receive Nintendo's certification. I guess it was a bit buggy or something like that. Point is, there is no real, what I would say, legit way of getting this game, so yeah. Honestly, like, if it would have, if Square, I believe Square is still alive. I don't know. I know they're making, I think they're still making mobile games. I mean, you might correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, they're not. They're not the same company they used to be. But if they were to re-release this game with a proper translation, I'd probably be one of the first ones to jump on it. And as you'll notice, it's very heavily story-based. And yeah, very heavily story-based. And for the time, you know, that was something that was kind of I would, you know, I don't know who to say who started it, but obviously Square was one of the big companies that really perfected it at the time. And I don't know how well a game like this would do now. I mean, you know, at least without the microtransactions and all of that. I know what's it? EA now is having a bit of a rough time, but they'll keep on doing what they're doing because that's where the cash is. And unfortunately, cheap people like me are not the target audience anymore. So now I can't remember quite what I was supposed to do. But obviously no problems here. I guess the next step for this channel eventually is to get another camera, maybe a webcam or something. I don't know. Microphone might be the priority. Nice. She won't talk to me anymore. Well. Leave her alone. Yeah, okay. Bit of a creep there. Problems here, no problems here. That's good to know. Huh, yes, Gizmo is always hungry. And even in this game seems like no exception. Yeah, he was looking for me and trying to figure out where he is. I just came from there, didn't I? Yeah. So downstairs, well, outside the door, so maybe. Or this door, I don't know. No, I just came from there. This game had always, you know, I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy series, and maybe I should. But this series had always attracted me because of the real-time nature of it. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so yeah, it has a very real-time nature to it. You know, I haven't gotten into a fight yet, but it's kind of like a Zelda-ish engine. I guess I can't get out of here. It's kind of like a Zelda-ish engine, and I imagine that in this game we'll also eventually get more characters. Well, I picked them at the beginning. So yeah, it has that type of gameplay. but a bit more of an involved story. I mean, that's nothing to say bad against the Legend of Zelda, because it's, you know, a great game and all that, but these tend to have a bit more involved storylines. You know, one thing, as much as we do complain about the state of, I guess in one sense, the state of gaming, you know, introduction of microtransactions and whatnot, on the other hand, it has never been easier to release a game for independent developers to get old equipment. You know, you don't need the greatest, fanciest PC in the market, despite what, you know, people might think. And the tools are out there, free tools, Unity 3D, and plenty of other games, and you just need an idea, time. I mean, it helps to have a little bit of knowledge. I mean, you know, development knowledge, programming knowledge, but that's not necessary. I think anyone can pick that up. You know, and there you go. I don't know what you should do. Salary. It's the guy who is always selling stuff at a bit of a markup. No problems here. Yeah. I didn't know that. So I have, you know, I probably was not paying enough attention because I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And these games do tend to have a bit of an element of exploration to them. You are meant to pay attention, which I haven't done, and explore. You have the conversations with the town people, all that stuff. Oh, something's going on. I want to kill Gizmo. I have nowhere to run, do I? I'm almost dead. If only I remembered all the controls. Wait. So it's so it's basically I could be killed a million times. as long as this guy dies. Oh yeah. So my friend is dying. So now I've been sent to execution. I'm sure I'm gonna figure out a way to escape this, aren't I? No, I can't speak. It looks like a bit of an indentation in the wall, right? Oh, it's a fast. Oh, okay, that's neat, yeah. So I can save. So I'm not sure. I guess I'm stuck in prison. There's like a little hole there, and he doesn't want to go, does he? Well, that's a sad day for Gizmo. Oh, there's my buddy. So wait, this guy who overcharges me for goods is a thief. Okay. So now I have to escape. So that's the adventure. No, I won't save it. Or actually, yeah. Just hold on a second. Okay, now we continue with the game. Saved? Oh, escape. I guess I gotta run now. Up. Oh, there's the bad guys. Actually, I guess they're all my buddies, but now I'm killing them. And they come out of the sand up there. Let's see. Oh, it's locked. so it's a bit of an adventure game, if you haven't noticed. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to get that treasure chest? Door's locked. I guess there was a way and I didn't see it. Oh well, I guess I missed out on that. Of course he has his doors open for me. Okay. Just hold on. I'm in the middle of laundry, so, you know. Okay, and now back at it. So basically I gotta figure out my way out of here, and might be up through here. Or actually maybe this cave. Did I miss something back there? I guess take the less obvious route. Probably something special around there, right? Locked. That was fast. The idea, again, behind this game is you pick those characters at the beginning, and as far as I know, the main plot does not change much, but the way that it develops through is really dependent on which characters you have. And I think a lot of the personality also is going to be dependent on that. Yeah. And hopefully this time around I'll actually play through the game and beat it. So we'll just watch through this a bit. I know there's probably better platforms than YouTube to do this. I know there's Twitch. I've never used it. I think you have to do things live, which, like I said, I'm not really set up to do. It would be just with chat, no microphone, and I don't know if that would be that interesting. Maybe in the future. Anyway. Oh well, stuck. Yeah, old man. Get some weapons out here. So no weapons in the weapon store. Wait, no. Okay, short fight. And no, that can't be real, can it? Oh, okay, at least I wake up and good. I was about to say game over, but no health. And who's this lady? Yeah, that's not good. Explore the city a bit. This is the item shop, or what is this? Yeah. Yeah, I could use it good. Yeah, it's good to have candy in battle, because candy's good. Who is this? Okay. Sure, you're not. That's this guy again. Listen. Go to the pub, get some information. Well, they tell me it's my chance to escape, but I'm stuck in the city, so. Yeah. No. So I guess that's like a little side quest. Find the little brother. Oh, this is the little brother, isn't it? I guess. Or I don't know. So armor. No. So yeah, I'm not a very quick player. I tend to run around and chat with every character. I mean, I think that is kind of the beauty of these games, is that they're not fast-paced. I mean, I do like, you know, the fast-paced adventure story, you know, first-person shooter and all that, but this type of game isn't that at all. Let's see, there's one more guy here. This game does have a day and night cycle, so I should be able to. Let's see. Yeah, stay at night and wake up at night, right? Oh yeah, and it has a week cycle as well. Let me save just a second. Okay, we have saved. And back to the game. I guess it's supposed to be nighttime now. Let's see how it is. There it is. Is there a difference? I don't know. I thought something would happen. Okay, you get angry. There must have been something I missed. The only real clue was that at night they turn into beasts or something. Yeah, they turn into beasts. So this is my chance to escape at night. Okay. I thought I saw him outside. Okay, so I don't really know what to do. And I guess it's one of the frustrating things of games these days is if it wasn't always immediately apparent what had to be done. Hey, there's a... who would have known that? I guess I'm out of the city. I guess these are the wolfmen. And as you see, you do get experience points and whatnot. It's like it's an RPG. I mean, it's just action-based, whatever you call it. And they're sleeping bunnies, which I guess I shouldn't kill sleeping bunnies, but I get experience for killing rabbits, whatever, in their sleep. I mean, as sadistic as that might seem. Oh yeah, you have this meter at the bottom, and when that fills up, there's some bunny here. I don't know what the heck. There we go. There's another. Well, we'll just continue on. So I guess at night, all these creatures sleep. And I'm allowed to kill them in their sleep, which does not seem exactly fair. And of course, mushrooms. Dirty. Treasure chest. Guess that's the original loot crate. Unfortunately, I guess nowadays we'd be paying for a little treasure chest like that, but actually, there's a little sign here. just trying to see what else there is around here. Oh, treasure chest, okay. And now I'm gambling. Well, at least that's not with my cash. I get a feeling I'm headed somewhere I'm not supposed to, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, there you can see the village, the castle, and I'm in the middle of the forest. One thing I've found, I think we're at a point nowadays with games, of course, discounting virtual reality, but that the only real limit, I mean, of course, people like better graphics and all that, but I think the only real limit nowadays is truly your imagination or a developer's imagination in what they can create. The old limitations don't exist anymore. What's this lady? Yes, I don't know. Yeah. And I think, as I said before, tools are out there. And they're really at a point that anyone can use them. I mean, of course, there's a learning curve, but you can go and download. You can go ahead and download Unity 3D. You can download Blender. You can do. There's tons of online tutorials. You know. The old limits of knowledge just don't exist anymore, which I think is honestly pretty exciting. And I think it means that, you know, the next big adventure, big story is up to whoever makes it. Could be somebody in his basement alone, or a small team, whatever it is. So I'm supposed to be going to the holy city, I think, to get rid of my curse, so I can go tell Jessica. Okay. Invisible force. I guess they couldn't think of much of anything else to invent. So let's see, we've got the old man here sitting at the entrance of the city. So now this weapon shop, well, this is not a weapon shop. I don't need your stuff now. Of course I can sleep at the inn, but I don't think I quite need to. Yeah, he's sleeping, so. Yeah, what do you think I'm here? You see, it has a day and night cycle, which I don't remember much of any game having a day and night cycle. So I guess something's going on in my old town. People up to no good. Can't pick up pots and vases here. Oh well. Yes, name. Looks like a weapon shop. Yeah. That's about all I can buy. And I don't remember, but I believe I need to equip it. I think that was a mistake I made in one of the earlier ones. That I would get these things and cotton, protect myself with cotton. Cool. I would get these things and then never equipped them, so you know, just spend money and never get the upgrade. So yeah, if you play this game, do remember to do that. So is this the same person I was talking about? Maybe see it tonight, see it tonight. You know, it might be one of those things that you gotta sleep at the end again. There's a few places I haven't been to. Let's see this. So something's going on. So this is just an empty room. We'll jump in and get a bit of sleep and see what's going. Well, oh, there's a. Yeah, that's the bedroom. Now I gotta pay to sleep. There's the bright light. Kind of looks like one. I guess one of the ferries from the start. I guess I don't know. So I go follow it. I don't know what any of this does, but strength. Oh, no, I forgot. Whatever. There she... Yeah. Yes, there she is. So we got one of the fairies now. Yes, that was from the intro video when they're falling down and looking for help, and I guess it just so happens that I was in the path. I guess just like any of these stories, but it's a decent way to move the plot along. Kind of feel at this point I'm a little bit too strong for these enemies. Yeah, it's a little too easy. Is there something to the... Oh yeah, the waterfall. So the city is gone. Oh. Can't even go inside the buildings anymore. They're all decimated. Well, I think I've been playing for nearly a good hour. I'm just gonna find the next save spot, which actually I should have saved before, but hindsight, you know. Yeah, so if you did, if you do like this type of video, obviously I'm not going to change my whole channel to me streaming this, but maybe I'll do this once a week or whenever I ever get a chance to play the game. Just let me know, and if you prefer less commentary, that's equally as just. I mean, I know some of you guys just like looking at the game. I can actually, if that's something you want, I can actually separate my voice from this video, and I can re-upload it if that's something you're interested in. I don't know how this works because I personally don't usually watch, I guess what you call Let's Play, or I think that's what it's called, videos, but I know there's people that enjoy them, that it can be a bit relaxing, something in the background to watch. So just let me know about that, and for me it's partly just because I'm trying to get more content up here. Um, it's one of those things where the jokes actually take a lot of time to create, and I have other video projects that are in progress, but I'm trying to get in the habit of uploading more regularly between those projects. For example, I'm still working. It's been a while, but I'm still working on that €200 PC build. Here's a save point, so I'll save in a bit. So that project is still going on. It's just been a little bit slow, and I spent a lot of time on that history of gaming video. And as much time as I spent on that, I did feel like it would have been, and what I'm trying to do now is to have less effort content in between. It's a small channel, so I'm just putting as much as I can out there until I find, what sticks. Maybe everything does. Originally this was an educational channel. I don't think anybody here. I mean, I'm still going to produce the educational content every once in a while. But there's some of the original content that actually, if it had a face in it, I deleted it. So that might surprise you that, there were real people in some of the first videos. But once I found what hit, or once I decided to shift the content a bit, it's changed a little bit. So, things are ever evolving and ever changing, and this has always been a experiment of mine. And it looks like it's growing. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I wish it would grow faster, but at the same time, it seems like I have a good group of followers that are watching these videos and that are enjoying them. And just leave your comments. Let me know what you think. If this is not something you want to see in the main feed, I think there's a way to upload it but have it separated into a different category. And I'm going to try to be uploading more content more regularly, because I'll actually get to the point of producing the audio and just stopping at that point because I don't feel like the content is ready or is good to put. But if I've learned anything with this content creation, with this YouTube deal, with this, is that it's really hard. I don't know, maybe somebody knows how it's done, but I think it's really hard to know what the viewers actually like. And of course you can take feedback. I can take feedback from you people, but it's always hard to know what's going to be the next big hit. Because one day I come back from work, I put potatoes in my Xbox, I fill it, 150,000 views. And then the next day I have a great idea that I think is going to go viral, 50 views. So, it is that thing. And I would encourage anyone who is creating their own content, however small, however big, whatever your deal is, if you're doing it as a hobby, if you're trying to learn a little bit about video editing, whatever your intention is, just for fun, if you got a hold of a copy of Adobe Premiere, I don't know, or whatever other editing software you use and you just want to learn, just start putting stuff out there. Because if you spend too much time trying to perfect or trying to make, of course high quality content is worth it, but at the same time put stuff out there, because some of my first videos, they took 1-2 months to make. That history of gaming video took a couple months to make. So like I said, I'm trying to get into the habit to split the workload a bit and to have a lot of smaller videos in between the larger tasks, because it keeps the people viewing, keeps you guys interested, and yeah, that'll be it. Again, if you enjoyed this thing, leave your comments, leave your criticisms. I know I'm not the fastest player of these games because I do like to explore. I'm not, I'm not trying to beat the game as fast as I possibly can. Just try and enjoy it. And do let me know about the commentary. And if this is something you enjoy, I'll have to get a microphone or something like that. Something I can, I don't know, maybe do a weekly stream. Because I don't always, it's hard to set the, it's kind of hard sometimes because, working the job, doing studies on top of that, everyone's living their life. And it's kind of important to sometimes set an hour out to do something a little bit different. So yeah, those are just thoughts, and I think I'm rambling on way too much at this point. And yeah, no matter where you are in this world, do have a good day, a good night, a good morning, and of course, bye bye.